Jill, it is so nice to meet you. Jill Timberlake, right?
That's correct.
And you have these exciting, awesome excursions to Africa to take photos, to hunt, to fish. Why don't we take them one by one? Let's talk about photography opportunities in Africa.
Well, you know, we're predominantly wildlife. Africa is known for its wildlife.
Oh my God, it is.
Yeah, so we start a lot of our trips in South Africa. Kruger National Park, obviously being a very world-renowned park.
Yes.
All the big five, you know, elephant, lion, leopard, rhino, and then all your plains game, lots of giraffe, zebra. So the game viewing and photography opportunities are exceptional. You just never know what you're going to find around the next corner.
Oh my God.
So,
how exciting, right?
It's very exciting.
And the mystery of it all, like you said, you don't know what's around the corner.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hunting with your camera. You know, you go out there, you're driving around, looking at game. So it's the traditional form of game viewing from the vehicle. And then, you know, photography, obviously fantastic opportunities. The bird life is incredible.
Yes.
So it's not just about the game, it's also about the birds.
Yes.
So Kruger Park, I would say, is a land-based game viewing opportunity. But we also do like Chobe National Park, which is all from the water. So that's very exciting. So you're on a little boat, you and your guide on the boat, going up the Chobe rivers.
Come on, that sounds like such an adventure.
It is. It really is.
You're running into hippos.
Well, there's hippos and crocodiles in the water, yes. But I mean, you're avoiding those. I mean, you see them from a distance.
Yeah.
But the elephants, you know, buffalo all come down to the water to drink. And then there's these floating islands between the Chobe and the Zambezi rivers. And they swim over and are on these islands. So you get so close, you know, 15, 20 yards from elephant while you're in the boat.
Fascinating.
It's absolutely spectacular.
You have seen this many, many times in your life.
Yes.
Do you ever get used to it to the point where I
No.
don't imagine you would?
You can't, because every sighting is different. You know, you see a leopard. Sometimes it's up in a tree. Sometimes it's, you know, hauling something up into a tree.
Wow.
You know, the game viewing is spectacular. You see a herd of elephants. There's mummies, babies. Some of them are going to give you a mock charge. It's always exciting.
I love that. Yeah.
You know, lions, sometimes they're just lying in the bush. Sometimes they're on a kill, you know, and the interaction between the older, you know, the males, the females, it's all very exciting.
Oh my God, yes.
So there's so much excitement out in the bush. The other thing I'd like to just point out, if you're up in Chobe National Park, we also do the tiger fishing. Now, you know...
and a lot of our people out there love to fish, so let's hear about that.
So tiger fishing looks like a striper bass on steroids. They've got these big teeth, you know, like really good fishing, hard bony mouth. So it's like catching a wahoo. You know, you've really got to set that hook, and then they fight. You know, they're strong swimmers. They're pound for pound, the tiger fish is the strongest fighting freshwater fish.
Whoa. And I am very impressed with your fishing knowledge and the analogy to the wahoo. Very good.
I'm not much of a fisherman, but I know how to catch a tiger.
Yeah.
So very exciting fishing.
Are they edible?
Well, yes, you could. But
you release everything.
You'd grind them up and use them as fish cakes, really, because they're bony and greasy.
Yeah.
But, so it's mostly catch and release. But we have a nembwe, which is part of the tilapia family. It's beautiful. It kind of looks like a peacock bass.
Yeah.
Also very, you know, a little aggressive fish that, you know, you catch, but they're good eating. So if you do catch those, we'll take them to the lodge and they'll serve them for dinner.
What are the sizes of both those species?
So a big tiger fish is in the region of, you know, 14 to 17, 18 pounds. That would be a very big fish.
Okay.
So you catch
Average
a lot of
8 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're catching a lot, but even, you know, even the little ones, you know, your 1 foot, you know, 12-inch fish, they fight like a little demon. You know, they really are quite aggressive little fish.
That's great.
And they're predators, you know, so they're swimming in strong currents, so they're very aggressive, hard fighting fish, and yeah, it takes a bit of skill to land them in the boat.
So when you're on one of these trips, do you pick and choose what type of activities you want to partake in, or do you give everybody an opportunity to partake in all these different?
Okay, so my trips are private and personalized. I don't mix groups.
Wow.
So every single trip, it's just whoever's traveling with you, that's the group. So it's private, personalized. You've got your own guide, your own safari vehicle. So yes, the trips are very flexible. They can tell me, oh, you know, we have a special interest in birds. We're going to concentrate on birds. If someone wants to do a bit of sightseeing and then do some fishing, I can incorporate the two.
That is fantastic.
So it's all very private,
That's
personalized. So you know, tell me what you want to do. Tell me what your experiences, our expectations are, and I'll put that together for you.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
It sounds so exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting, but it's also very private, personalized,
Yeah.
and I do all the, the reservations. So I book your flights, I make all the accommodation reservations. You've got to pack and get on the plane.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
I make it as simple as possible for you. There's no mandatory shots required for, South Africa. You just basically, I always recommend the malaria preventative, because you're on the rivers, there are mosquitoes, but you're not covered by mosquitoes like in
Right.
Alaska, for instance.
Yeah, right.
It's just, the odd mosquito. But yeah, take precautions. But other than that, it's really easy to travel to South Africa or, Botswana, Namibia. All you need is a passport.
Mm-hmm.
Once you got your passport, you're good to go.
Man, that sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, there's hunting opportunities also, right?
Yes, there is hunting as well. The hunting and the camera tour areas are completely separate.
Oh, that's
so
good.
they're not overlapping.
Yes.
The hunting, as far as that goes, it's fair chase, spot and stalk. We basically hunt buffalo for the dangerous game, and then your plains game, wildebeest, impala, kudu, those type of animals. So we do have packages, again, where you can shoot 5 animals. Your airfare is included for $8,000. 9 days, 8 nights. It's all, guided by a professional hunter. So it's very ethical, good hunting. You got a spot and stalk. We utilize the meat. We serve prime cuts in the lodge.
Oh,
and then
that's
we
great.
have our staff that
Yes.
work for us. They take the balance of the meat home to the village.
Beautiful.
And so we support the local community
That's
as well.
wonderful. That is
Yeah.
wonderful. That sounds so good.
Yeah.
So what does a typical day look like? Are you busy from daybreak to sundown or
Yeah,
what?
Pretty much. You're dusk to dawn, whether you're hunting or camera tour. Some of the camera tour days, you've got to have a little bit of a later start, like, maybe breakfast at 8 o'clock and then leave by 8:30, 9 o'clock, and a full day, and you're back in the lodge by dusk. So every single day starts with a breakfast in the morning at our lodge and ends with a dinner, 3-course meals at the lodge.
And what kind of food? Is it typical?
Oh, so breakfasts are like a big hearty breakfast, eggs, bacon,
Okay.
cereals, fruit, yogurts, that sort of thing. Your lunches are typically out in, if you're on a camera tour, we'll stop at a quaint little restaurant and you'll
there you
order
go.
off a menu.
So you get local cuisine.
Yes.
I
and
love
then,
that.
And then dinners, 3-course meal, so always a starter, and then your main meal, you will get one, like a meat, 2 vegetables, your starters, a full salad bar. And we often actually serve game meat in the lodge.
Great.
So the prime cuts serve, in the lodge, and then dessert every night. So yeah, it's a eating vacation as well as a, fun game viewing vacation.
Oh, it sounds good. Have I missed anything else? Anything else that you do
Oh
that
my
you'd like to
gosh.
tell anybody about?
Well, as I said, you can customize your trip. You can
Yes.
include fishing and game viewing, or hunting, fishing, and game viewing. It's a perfect location for families because there's a lot of hands-on interactive activities for children. So it's a great country to take children to.
Yes.
Really educational, hands-on experiences. So absolutely. Bring your families, bring your wife, even if she doesn't hunt. If you want to hunt, she's taken care of.
She's gone off to do the photography. You go off to do the hunting and the
Yes,
fishing.
and the accommodations are all very comfortable. Private units with ensuite bathrooms, air conditioner, fans overhead, hot and cold running water. So very comfortable, and like I said, it's suitable for the whole family.
And our hunting friends out there, is there taxidermy
So-
services available?
Yes,
Have you?
yes, absolutely. So I have been working with a company called Lifeform Taxidermy for the past 25 years. They are one of the top 5 in the world, exceptional work. So once you've finished your hunt, we will get the animals, the hides and the horns to the taxidermist, and then it's up to you. If you want to mount them in Africa and ship them back, or if you want to just ship hides and horns back to the US and then have them taxidermied here, that's up to the client. But the hunt actually, the pricing includes everything: your airfare, the animals that you hunt, and then your daily rates, meals, drinks, accommodations, all that is included. Services of your guide.
All right.
So we make it easy.
Oh my God.
Yep.
And it just sounds so wonderful. I'm a guy who loves to travel. and
Yes.
I've spent time in Costa Rica, living a few years, Mexico, China.
Yeah. Mhm.
I have missed Africa, and this sounds like I
You
have got to
need
do it,
go.
right?
You need to
I had
go.
people in China telling me, some South Africans I taught with, they're like, you have got to come to South Africa.
Absolutely.
It's beautiful.
It's amazing. I mean, you've got so much diversity. You've got Cape Town, which is a beautiful city. the winelands, kind of like, I suppose, San Francisco, you know, that sort of deal. But, you know, really pretty, beautiful vistas, white, sandy, powdery beaches, you know, turquoise oceans. And then from there, so it's a sophisticated city, I want to say.
Yes.
And then from there to go into the bush, you know, to Kruger National Park and see the wildlife. And you can, I mean, you can go, you can upgrade. You know, if you want all 5-star, you know, resorts and lodges, no problem. I can do that.
Yeah.
If you want to go and experience it on ground level, we can do that. So you tell me what you want. I will put it together for you.
Wow, it sounds fabulous. How on earth can we get in contact with you? Is there a website or what?
Yes,
Look out there and tell everybody.
So I have a website. It's www.mafigeni.com. So MAF for Freddie, IGENI.com. I also have Instagram and Facebook. So, or you can text me or call me at 830-460-0048.
Wonderful spending time with you.
Thank
You have got me so excited.
Oh, good.
You've inspired me to want to do this.
I hope you do it, because it's not just a once-in-a-lifetime trip. You know, you go once, you will be back.
I will. I know. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure. Absolute pleasure.